I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase a bag, I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. Lonely now, I'll give up everything. Daunting all, if I could see my dreams, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go, don't let go.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my RP Life. I'm your host, Juan, and my beautiful Debbie's my co-host. Hey, baby, and she's in the building tonight. Or day, wherever you may be. And check us out on all the platforms that Spotify and YouTube puts us on. If you're listening to me on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. It's free, you heard?
Hello, everyone. So happy to be back here today. And today we are talking about current events. But first and foremost, I want to thank everyone for the well wishes and the "we miss you" texts, the DMs on Instagram, and direct messages on Twitter. Thank you so much. It shows you that you love me and you appreciate me and you miss me for the last two podcasts. And if you don't know me, I'm being sarcastic because you fools never even noticed I wasn't up in here. Very important that you go out there and vote. People died for your right to vote. You have to invoke your right to vote. You gotta vote. You gotta vote. You gotta vote. I don't care who you vote for, but you gotta get out there. You gotta vote. And don't want to hear you disabled folks saying, "I'm not able. Oh, I can't vote." Lies. You can vote. You can vote. Or you might have to make some phone calls to find out where you got to go to vote. But you can vote. You can get an absentee ballot sent to you. You can have somebody help you fill it out. You can even go to your voter registration. Early voting time, and guess what? They'll help you vote. How do I know this? Because I've done the research. Get out there. Tap your way down there and vote. Wheel your way down there and vote. Charge up your power chair and go vote. Now, that being said, this whole two-party system is broken. That's right. I said it. It's broken. We have currently now, we're going to have a 70-some-year-old man and an 80-something-year-old man both vying for the most important seat in the U.S. government. That is for the President of the United States, those of you who sit under a rock, okay? Listen, I respect anybody who's going to stand up and take this job, first of all. First and foremost, I may not agree with what they say and they do, but you're going to stand up and you're going to do something, fine. Let's do it. Let's get this job done. But how can we actually, you listen to these rallies and you hear people say, 4 more years. Do you really think either one of them really have 4 years left in them? I'm just saying. I'm just asking a question. Yeah, we got to get out there. The independent that's running, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., I'm not really happy for him. I don't even know how I'm going to vote.
Mm-hmm.
I do know who I'm not voting for, but yeah, I'll just leave that there because you people, I don't want you crazy Republicans to come after me. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, with me, okay, you know, y'all can judge me if you want because that's what people do anyway. And if you decide to leave any comments in the comment section of this podcast, whether it be on Spotify or on YouTube, make sure you're respectful because I will delete any comments being posted if they're disrespectful. So that's first of all. Second, I haven't voted since I want to say 18, 19 years old. And don't judge me because I won't judge you if you decide to vote or not vote. Because me, I'm not gonna sit here and say, yeah, I voted and whatever. But I haven't. And where am I going with this? To be honest with you, for me, people told me even back in the days before what's his last president? Not Biden. Help me out here.
The president before Biden
was Donald Duck, and then before Donald Duck it was Obama. I didn't vote for him. When I was I think I was living in Connecticut at that time. I didn't vote for him. And I'll tell you a quick little story. A woman, it was me and a bunch of my friends, maybe like 4 or 5 of my friends, and we were all talking. And this woman comes up to us, oh, are you gonna vote for Obama? And we were like, nah. Some of us even said we don't even vote. So she said, well then, you keep your mouth shut and don't say anything about anything. I'm like, well, one, who the F you think you are coming up to us, telling us what to say and what not to say? If I want to fucking, pardon my French, I'm getting hype right now. If I want to vote, I'll vote, you know? I don't care what goes on in the government, you know what I mean? Whatever happens, happens. And this was at the time when I was able to see and whatever. But I was like, I don't care. Look at all these presidents. They say they do this. They say they do that. Oh, you vote for me, I'm going to do this. You vote for me, I'm going to do that for healthcare. All right, well, when Barack Obama was already president, he wanted everybody to get healthcare under that Barack Obama thing. And if you didn't get your healthcare through some, whatever it's called, or through your job, you'll get fined when you go and file for taxes, you know? And I was like, all right, whatever, you know what I mean? And I never got no fines or anything like that when I was working as a security officer. But, you know, I'll shut my mouth because I haven't voted, but don't ask me questions and what's my opinions, because to be honest with you, I really don't give a crap about any of these presidents. They don't care about y'all. You might think they care about y'all. They only care about your votes. You know what I mean? And that's just the way I feel about it. They care about the votes, and then once they become president, what Donald Duck was saying, oh, we're gonna build a wall and Texas is gonna pay for, not Texas, fucking Mexico is gonna pay for it. Fuck out of here. Did Mexico pay for any of it? No, he effing didn't. Mexico ain't paid for none of that, you know? Right now we got Biden in office. He's our president. You know, I understand we're helping everyone around the world and, you know, fighting wars and whatever, but let's put some money over here too. You know, what they did, because there was a gap in one of the walls or whatever up in Texas, they put a bunch of barbed wire. Okay. That might have worked for a little while, but they still got through. You know, I don't mind migrants coming here, but come here the correct way, you know. But it is what it is, and you know, those are my opinions. If people disagree or agree with it, then so be it, you know. But I don't agree when, you know, we have issues going on here in the U.S., people living off of welfare, trying to get, you know, food for their families, but then yet, you know, the state of New York can give, or the city of New York can give these migrants $1,000 debit card. Like, what kind of shit is that? I'm over here struggling as a blind individual with an elderly mother trying to fucking survive off of what we got, whether it be our disability or the little bullshit EBT money we get. But then yet, you know, a migrant comes over with their family, which I have no problem with it, because as long as they're doing shit the correct way, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking blind, you know? And how is it that I've been in the United States, born and raised here in New York City, and throughout all these years from the 80s and 70s, we couldn't even fucking feed our own people, you know? And get the help that we needed. But then yet Biden can go and send billions of dollars to Israel to support a fucking war. Come on, man. What about all the other fucking countries? Are they helping out? And if they are, okay, fucking good for them. But let's worry about our borders. This shit is fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry, but I'm getting hyped up right now. So do I care about Biden? No, I fucking don't. Do I care about Trump? I don't care about Trump neither. Why? Because all they care about is the black votes, the Hispanic votes, and every other fucking vote they can get. Pardon my French. But it is what it is. Then they want to go and shut down, what's that called? What's that called, baby? That they were gonna shut down the, not the border. They've been planning on shutting down the government, whatever crap.
Well, yeah, because if they don't pass a certain budget plan, they're going to shut down the government. But they always come up with a bill to give money here and there where it avoids the government shutdown, which is good. The government should never be shut down.
Right.
But these people also in government, and it's not just the president, it's these other congressmen, representatives, either at the state level or in the Washington level, that we elect, that we are not holding them accountable for the things that they say that they're going to do once they get into office.
Right.
You know, I mean, yeah, you know, okay, you're fighting a losing battle because it's Democrats against Republicans and all this other stuff. But don't tell me to get my vote that you're willing to work with the other side, and then you get in there and you ain't doing nothing with the other side.
Exactly. That's like I just told y'all.
And I also have a problem with these representatives who get elected and sign on to subcommittees to help benefit their constituents. But yet, when...
Keep going, baby. Preach, girl. Preach.
When...
Get on your soapbox, girl.
Advocates, us volunteer advocates, want to call your office, want to email your people, and we get no response. I get birds chirping to me in the morning with better responses than I get from different people.
Right.
I'm looking at you, Hakeem Jeffries.
Right.
But in all honesty, I mean, yeah, I get it. I get that there are other pressing things going on. It's not all about what I'm advocating for better nutrition guidelines in school and better health class. I get that. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But this whole, I don't understand why these people get into politics saying that they want to serve a better good when I think they lose track of that. They lose track of the areas that they're supposed to be representing and what we want or what we need. The borders are definitely broken. They haven't just been broken now because of Biden. They were broken when Trump was here. Yeah, Trump had closed them for a while, 2 different things. But once again, if you look back, the way he closed them was he closed them because with different religions, and then he also had a pandemic that helped him close the border.
Yep, I remember
the border
that.
problem is broken. There was a bill on the floor that the people did not refuse to pass because and you can go anywhere, and it is written there. You can find it because the Republicans would not be able to use that as a because they wanted to campaign on it that the borders are broken. So if they would have passed that bill, it would in the Senate. They wouldn't have anything to stand on. They'd have one less thing to complain about instead of just coming together and saying, "Hey, yeah, you know what? Yeah, good for you, my Republicans that are in office. Good for you, my Democrats that are in office. We work together, we have decided, and we passed this, and we've got less people flooding our border." That's all.
Right.
That's all you do.
And then what pisses me off, here in New York City where I'm at, like, what's his Mayor Adams? Like, it took for the migrants to rob people, your own citizens of New York City. It took for that to happen so that then they can go and start sending these MFers who whether they're in gangs or whatever from other countries to now start putting them on planes and sending them back to their country.
But they're not sending it back to the countries.
Yeah, but there was a part there, I forgot where I heard it at. I don't know if it was on CNN or whatever, that they were sending them back to their countries on a plane and something happened there. And, but how is it? Okay, say for example, me. I'm not no migrant or nothing. I'm not no immigrant. It's okay for me to punch a cop in his face? No, it's not, right? I'll get locked up real quick and do time. But yet, one of these fools will go and slap the hell out of a person or a police officer, and then they get a little smack in the hand. Oh, you can go home.
Well, that's the justice system within itself, which is a whole nother podcast to go on. That there's problems with.
What? It still don't make no sense to me. Because
that's the whole, cash, bail bond, cash bond anyway. So then
a law.
Let's move on to the next subject.
So a law is a law, right? So you telling me I go to Germany, France, or whatever, and the laws there is different compared to U.S. if I'm not mistaken. So if I go to Paris and I slap a police officer in the face, but I'm not from Paris, what's gonna happen to me?
You're going to jail. They're either gonna hold you, or they're gonna deport you back to America.
Right. So say if I go to China, Japan, or whatever, the laws there is different. So if they catch me with some marijuana, what's gonna happen?
Oh, you going to jail?
Exactly. Is the U.S. gonna help me?
They may.
They maybe help me, which I doubt that because I'm nobody. So, not unless, I'm a celebrity or a famous basketball player or something.
All right, so next.
Israel.
You want to talk about your current your favorite New Yorker there. I'm sorry, ex-New Yorker. He gave up his residency in New Yorker. Donald Trump. Do we think he's going to get together? Because as of the taping of this podcast, he has to come up with almost $500 million by tomorrow for this bond and this fraud case that he had, the civil libel case.
You better sell some more sneakers.
Yeah, I want to have a sneaker line go. In case you guys don't know, Donald Trump has a sneaker line. Woo-hoo! I hear they're gold and expensive.
Was that is it like a little picture on the side of his hairstyle?
I don't know. I haven't even tried to find out what they look like because I don't care. I no longer drink that Donald Trump Kool-Aid. I used to drink it back in the day, but so glad my family got me into Donald Trump detox, and I'm good.
The younger Donald Trump?
Huh?
The younger Donald Trump? When years ago, when he was real young, they had interviewed him and asked him would he ever run for president and stuff like that. I say the younger Donald Trump might have had a better chance in acting better than the older Donald Trump. But I don't know.
You know what? I don't think so. I think that all this is his dislike of everyone has always been there, and it's just come more to the surface. He feels like he's free to let it out, but also what he's saying to a lot of people are what a lot of people are feeling,
right?
And it's kind of scary that there is so much. Well, I guess there's always been disgruntled people in America. You know, that's how we got here, because they were disgruntled in England. It came over here.
Right.
So it only makes sense that they're still disgruntled. Well, guess what? Native Americans were really disgruntled when all you people came over here and took up their land. But anyway.
Right. I just say
the black folks that weren't born here were disgruntled when you bring them over.
Right.
And people, you can come at me with your hate comments because I don't read them anyway.
Yeah, but I do. But just be respectful in the comment section.
So do we think he's gonna come up with this money? Or do we think that the Attorney General of New York is gonna start seizing his property in New York?
Well, it matters because a lot of people still love and support him. You know, he's doing a lot better. Like, he already blew up what's her name out the water. You know, everybody else who was running for president already left a long time ago. So he has a lot of supporters. So hopefully, he'll be like, go and talk to Joe Schmo and be like, yo, Joe Schmo, can I borrow a few million? You know what I mean? And I'll pay you back in interest. He knows a lot of celebrities. There's a lot of celebrities who support him.
Yeah, shout out to Scott Barrow and John Schneider and who else? Herschel Walker. Come on, Herschel. You must have some of that USFL money still left over. You can hand over to Donald.
Exactly. So he has supposedly a bunch of celebrity friends. If you think about it, each and every one of them can, be like, here's $1 million on your PayPal. He got
the My Pillow guy. I don't know. He's kind of still getting sued over stuff that he sold. That he said so. But My Pillow has my slippers and my mattress cover, so you never know. I myself, I think he's gonna come up with the money. I think that something will happen tomorrow morning, and it'll be that 11th hour. That 11th hour come to Jesus moment. I think it's gonna be that 11th hour where they're gonna fork over the money,
Yeah,
or
he's
they
gonna
might
get
win
it.
an appeal, and they won't have to pay it.
Now, my
Like,
thing is, oh, I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead.
I do believe that if the appeal is granted, that they don't have to come up with the money; it gets extended.
Now, my question is, can he countersue after all of this is said and done?
Well, no, that's what the appeal is for, because this is a civil case. That the attorney general has brought up against him, so he can't countersue for anything. This goes back to he got money from banks, but the whole thing is that they allegedly, well, I guess I don't have to say allegedly because he was found guilty of it. That they lied about the value of properties.
Oh, okay.
That they were taking money out, like his penthouse in Trump Towers. They said it was X amount of feet large, but in reality it wasn't, and so they got money loaned on that. So it was him, and his two sons that both got charged with this in this civil case.
All right.
So,
well, if he becomes president, then he'll still get paid millions of dollars becoming president.
well, no, you don't get paid millions of dollars for being president.
What is it, like $5?
It's a little bit more than $5, but it's not millions. I forget how much the president get paid. Couple $100,000 a year, I do believe.
Computer, how much would a president get paid?
Yep, see,
400,000.
that's not bad for a gig. I wish I could pay that. Hey, America, I'll do it for $350.
Yeah, 350 million,
You get a blind woman with a sense of humor.
right?
Yeah. So I think he's gonna come up with the money. I don't believe that Letitia James is gonna be able to, go through with seizing his Westchester. What is it that she's already applied for? The Westchester golf course, I do believe, and I think he has a house in Westchester as well. That paperwork has already been put in place. So, but if she is, girl, give it a call. I want to go hand
boy.
out those papers.
Oh, what about what's his name? What's this dude that was mayor of New York?
Who? Bloomberg?
Who?
Who?
The one that was mayor of New York when he was doing all this thing from the mob thing.
Oh, Giuliani?
Yeah, that he got indicted.
Well, yeah. Well, they're still waiting for that case in Georgia to take place. They had the whole, the whole reality show that I don't know about anybody else, but I was glued to it for the week that they had the 2 weeks that they had the trial of whether or not the district attorney had to be taken off the case, but the judge said nope, though things might be a little iffy over there. She can stay on the case. She just had to find a new prosecutor, and so that's what they're trying to do now, is find a new head prosecutor that will be willing to take the job, and so they can move forward with that case. I believe that's supposed to be going to trial in April or May. Maybe it's May or June. I'm now that I think about it, I'm really not sure. But that's going to be a hard thing too, because that lead prosecutor, that was not her first choice of people to take this case against ex-President Trump and all those other people.
Giuliani.
Just because of all the the death threats.
Right.
I mean, she herself had to move a couple of times because she was getting death threats.
That's crazy. But yeah. I guess that's it, right, baby?
I guess that's it. We can well, we're going to talk about the war with Israel and Palestine. I don't think that there's no easy way to side with that. I think it's a crazy situation no matter which way you look at it. I get it, why there's a fight over land and stuff like that, and this isn't just the start of it. This goes back years and years and many years. But what I feel bad for are the civilians who are just trying to live their lives and doing whatever they can. But then yet there are children over there who are starving because these people just will not let food and medical help get into where it needs to get. And it's really sad. It breaks my heart because I don't care who you side with, what religion you are. You have to kind of step back from these situations and look at it as a human being. And these people, they just need help. So I implore anybody, whichever side you decide on, you got to give to the civilians. If you're going to donate something, donate money to the civilians. Don't donate to the cause. Donate to the civilians that need the help.
Right. Like, that's where I don't have a problem. Like, if we're using billions or millions of dollars, whatever, on what's going on over there in Israel, like, my thing is the women, the children, the families, the innocent people, the elderly, the disabled. Like, when you're going and you're doing that and you're not letting this food and supplies go in there because the other side wants to start blowing up trucks, shooting people, or not letting any of it get through, you know who sees all of that? Not only the people, but God sees all of that. So when you catch a fucking bullet in the head because you want to be a fucking moron, then your ass is going to be getting fucked by a devil in hell. Pardon my French.
Okay.
Fucking sons of bitches. This shit pisses me off, baby, because
oh Lord Jesus, help me.
Because it pisses me off knowing that
on Palm Sunday, we should wait until Monday to do this. Lord, I have to say an extra prayer for you tonight.
Yes, please, baby, because and prayers for these people, these women and children and elderly and disabled people, because this shit is not fucking right, man. Like, it hurts me the same way it hurts you, and it should hurt everybody else who has a fucking heart. Children being killed, women being killed. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Like, stop the fucking fighting. Go and fucking sit down in a round table somewhere and talk about it. I know Israel and whoever, I forgot the name of the other freaking group, and they all fighting because of fucking land. Come on, man. Innocent people are dying. Innocent children are dying. Like, because of this freaking war.
Yeah, well, and at this point, it's not even that's the Palestine against Israel. It's Hamas against Israel, and whichever way you look at it, Hamas is God help me, is a terrorist organization, and they just would, if they could, they would wipe out all the Jewish people and also all of us non-Jewish Christian believers. So these are horrible people that need to be dealt with. But I'm going to say that before somebody comes after my.
And see, this is my thing. I wish God would give everybody a sign, right? Tell all the innocent people who live there, get the heck out of Dodge, because wasn't Israel destroyed at one time? And they had to rebuild the churches and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. According to the Bible. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. So if the Lord comes down and start giving people signs, the innocent people, get the heck up out of Dodge, because I don't like this whole place up again, like I did about 2,000 years ago. You know,
It's rough. It's rough. It's just, it's rough. Anything else you want to talk about?
because what?
Anything else?
Because the same way Noah got the sign from God and he flooded this freaking place. This time it ain't gonna be water. All right. So forget about trying to learn how to do the body stroke. Your ass better get a plane, an air balloon, whatever, because I think there's fire coming in the next one.
Oh, there is fire. You better get your fire retardant suit out and get ready.
Listen, I'm taking it. I'm getting the anesthesia. I'm shooting. I'm putting a thing to knock me the heck out, so I don't feel none of it. But whatever. It'll probably be so quick we won't even have time to react to pain. But anyways, it is what it is. May God help us all. So you done, baby?
I think I'm complete. I think I've gone on my little rant long enough today.
All right. So that's it, y'all. Blessings to everyone. May God help us all around the world, with what everyone's going through with this war. And hopefully y'all pick the right president, because I don't vote anyway. But
remember, be kind to yourself and those around you.
Yeah. And if you want to hear some more, subscribe to my RP Life on YouTube. Follow me on all the platforms you listen to your podcast on. And this is my RP Life, and see you guys on the next one. And check me out on Twitter if you want to follow me there, or on Instagram. And that's pretty much about it. Peace out, y'all.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient, and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me, ain't no hide and seek, I hide.